Hello friends, my name is Shayla and today I'm here to film my quarterly manga haul for you. Now, I know a lot of my quarterly manga hauls in the past have been very extensive, but I'm happy to say that the stacks are smaller this time. I only have 2 stacks instead of 4 stacks, and I feel like I've gotten much more picky and much more selective with the titles I'm picking up. And I'm actually really happy and pleased with that decision. As you guys saw in my manga collection video, I'm starting to slowly run out of space for manga. And so I don't want to be in the middle of too many series at a time. So I've been doing some, investigating in these series before I pick them up. Some of them I've been picking up digitally instead. I still plan on doing that Comixology and Kindle tour for you guys. That will be coming. I'm sorry that got put on the back burner with everything going on. I needed some easier content to film for a little bit. So that is coming. That will be in April. I know I've been promising it for months now, but I promise April it's going to happen. I just need to figure out a couple of tech things and then that will be up to you guys. So really quickly, I have been very blessed and very privileged this quarter when it comes to receiving ARC or advanced reviewer copies of manga for you guys. Viz has taken a notice in my reviewing capabilities and they have been working with me, and I am so grateful to Viz for everything that they have done for me in the space and for the ability I have to review for them. So I'm going to start off this video talking about the digital ARCs that I've received as well as a couple of physical ones, and then we'll just get into everything that I bought with my own hard-earned money. The first one I have actually already read, and that is Not Your Idol Volume 1. This is a new, more psychological style shoujo that is coming out in May, in which we are dealing with a pop idol, like a K-pop idol almost scenario. I think Japanese idols are kind of in a similar vein. This teenage girl, she was doing handshakes with all these people, and that was just one thing they did. They did handshakes with their fans. I don't remember what they call them in the manga. It's like a handshake meetup or something. At one of these events, she's attacked by a stalker. And so she stops being an idol, cuts her hair, goes butch, basically, and starts attending school wearing a boy's uniform. Far away, she's changed her name, and she starts to befriend this guy. And he slowly put together who she was by certain, aspects of her personality. And things happen from there, and it's just really interesting, and I'm just super intrigued as to where the series is going to go. This one blew me out of the water. The art is beautiful, but the story has that right level of creepy without going too far for me. It is really well done. I cannot wait for you guys to get your hands on that one, because believe me, I will be shouting from the rooftops about Not Your Idol for the next while. But I have to warn you, it is going to be a slow release. There are only 2 volumes out in Japan right now, and it is ongoing. So be prepared for a long haul if you're going to get into this one right away. But I promise you guys, it's going to be worth it. Next up, we have Act Age Volume 1. This one, again, kind of has that psychological tone to it. I don't know why. These are kind of appealing to me lately. But in this one, she wants to be successful, but can she keep her sanity kind of a situation. I don't know too much. I haven't read this one yet, but I am genuinely excited to see what that one's going to be all about. Now, I have an arc here that I know Zach from Uchi Shelf is really sad that I have, and that is the first volume of Ping Pong. This is one that's just been so talked about for a long time, and I hear it's much more than just ping pong. It's actually about friendships and relationships and things. And so I'm genuinely excited to give it a try. So this is going to be a perfect opportunity to, and I hope Zach doesn't hate me if I end up not liking it, but I'm still going to give it a try. And then the other digital arc from Viz that I have is Spy Times Family Volume 1. Now I know this one is available digitally through the Shonen Jump app, I believe. But I have an arc of the first volume from them. And again, this is, I believe this is supposed to be more of a comedy than a serious thing. And, people have just been talking about it. So I'm intrigued. I want to try. And this is the perfect opportunity and way to do that. One other digital arc I got was from Seven Seas. I did get an arc of Fire in His Fingertips, which is out as of the 31st of March. And I like it, but there are definitely problems with it. I wonder how it's going to land in a Western audience. And I do talk about this more in my most recent new and notable, so I will leave that linked for you. If you want more information on it, you can get it in that video, as well as 2 of the next 3 that I'm going to talk to you about. They are also mentioned in that video, so definitely check that one out if you want a lot of details on these manga. So the first one I've got here, again, thank you, Viz. You are all so kind to me. This is Blue Flag, or Ao no Flag by Kaito. This is the first volume in which we're kind of dealing with teenagers and their romantic feelings within this friend group. It's really interesting. It's really good. Again, check out New and Notable for more information, because this haul's already getting long and I've barely hauled anything. The other one mentioned in that video is Prince Freya. In this one, this is like Requiem of the Rose King meets Yona of the Dawn. It's a really good blend of the two. It's very politically charged, but you have a female character who's starting off not that strong, if I'm honest, but I can tell that she's going to have a great character growth and character arc. I can already sense it and feel it in my bones. And this one's pretty ruthless. We already have a character die on us in this first volume, and it's really emotional. I really enjoyed this. This may take Yona's place as my favorite. It's too hard to call now because I'm like a lot of volumes into Yona, and this is the only volume I have so far. So just know that I'm really enjoying it, and it has high potential of being a favorite. The last one that I have been sent by Viz, again, they've been so kind to me. Thank you again, Viz. I know I just keep thanking them in this haul, but it's the truth. I'm very grateful, and I know that I am blessed and privileged to work with them as much as I do. And they sent me an art copy of Love Me, Love Me Not. This is the new Ayasaki Saka series. This one came out at the beginning of March. In this, we're dealing with a group of friends, and these 2 girls were very unlikely friends as they are very different people. And throughout the course of the volume, we learn why they're friends, and we learn about the boys that they like. And there is a trope that enters the series in the very end of this volume that I'm interested to hear what people think about. I'm okay with this particular trope, but I know there are people out there who might not be. So just know that there is a trope that may bother you. So if you're nervous, try this one out like digitally, or see if you can get it at a library. But I really enjoy it, and the art is just as beautiful as it is in Ao Haru Ride and Strobe Edge. Ayasaki Saka, or Iosaki Saka, I don't know how you say the name of the mangaka, but the art is just beautiful. The art is very classically them, but I do recommend the series as a whole. All right, from here on out, everything was bought and paid for with my own money, so the majority of this haul is paid for by me. So we're going to start at the top of the stack and work our way down. So first up, I did finally pick up volume 3 of Classmates, and I really enjoyed how everything came together in this series. I know there are spin-offs and branches after this involving these same characters, but I don't think any of them have been released in the US yet. It's only been these 3. But I really enjoyed the journey that was Classmates. I do recommend it, but you are dealing with high school boys, so if that's problematic for you, like, just know that. But I really enjoyed how everything came together. I thought it was really well handled and realistic and just really, really good. And then we have volume 8 of The Girl from the Other Side. I've read this since everything that's going on in the world has been happening, and it hit a little close to home for me. So just know that this might not be the right time to be reading this series, but it's fantastic. I still love it with my whole gut. Like, I just love this. I really want people to be reading this series. If you are not, please give it a try. It has a very unique art style, so I understand that's not going to be for everybody, but I recommend it a lot. Next up, we have volume 12 of The Ancient Magus Bride. Y'all know this is just my crap. I love this so much. And this volume in particular, I've been a particular fangirl about because this volume takes a lot of time delving into like labels and relationships, and it's handled so well, especially for the characters of Chise and Elias. It talks about the different labels they use for each other, and does that change how they behave with one another and things. It's just so well done, guys. Like, read Ancient Magus Bride, okay? Okay. Next up, I finally picked up volume 14 of Assassination Classroom. I picked this up in a recent video. I'll leave that linked for you. I talk about the things that I bought with my first check from YouTube. This was one of those things. And I've got 2 other big things in that haul that I haven't pulled into this. So if you want to know what those things are, you have to go check out that video. Next up, we have Eden Zero Volume 6. I still need to read this. I think Volume 7 is either out or coming out soon. But I don't know why I haven't picked this up again. Like, I really enjoy the series. It's just one of those where I haven't been reading too much manga lately. I've been reading a lot more prose. And so I think that's the only reason why I haven't gotten to this one. Again, this is a fantastic, almost sci-fi battle shonen, and it's really fun. I really enjoy it. Next up, we have such an adorable manga, like, it almost hurts me because it's so cute, and that is Yuzu the Pet Pet. I seriously cried twice reading this. It is so adorable. It's about this young girl whose mom is ill, so she goes to live with her uncle who works in a pet hospital, even though she's afraid of animals. And so she goes on this journey to learn to like animals, and just the connections that she makes with the different visitors in the pet hospital. It's just too cute. I love it so much. Please go try it. Hi, come here. Next up, we have Volume 1 of He Is My Only Vampire. I read this in a recent video. I really enjoyed this. I will be picking up more when the funds come in for me. But again, it's a yen press. So if you guys know anytime a yen press is having a sale, like, everybody needs to like tag me and DM me, because I have a lot of yen press titles that I really want more volumes of. So yes, this is one of them. Next up, we have the most recent volume of AO Horror Ride, which is Volume 9. Volume 10 does come out in April. This one took a turn for me in a good way, so I'm very invested in how the mangaka is going to choose to end the series. And I have my ideas as to how that's going to happen, but I'm excited for the next couple of volumes. I believe this is 13 volumes long, so we only have a few left. So I'm excited to see where this is going to go. Next up, we have Volume 6 of Snow White with the Red Hair. I love this series so much. We're still in anime content territory, so if you've watched the anime, we are still in anime content, but this has one of my absolute favorite arcs from the anime in it, so I strongly recommend picking up the series. It's just so good. It's so fun. I love it. Next up, we have Volume 22 of Yona of the Dawn. Y'all knew Yona was going to be in this haul. Yona will always be in my quarterly manga hauls until we are current. Then it might not be in everyone, but everyone we have a release, it will be in. I love this series so much. Y'all know I love Yona, and it just has me, like, Yona and the Dragon Boys and Hawk just stole my heart a long time ago, and I love them so much. Like, they're even eating fruit on the back. It's just cute. I love this so much. Next up, we have Daytime Shooting Star Volume 5. This one I did not love as much as I've loved other volumes in the series, only because this one focuses on the teacher-student relationship aspect of this manga. I'm not rooting for the age gap, which is very atypical of me, if I'm honest, and I'm just really still rooting for the student to win in this one. Next up, we have The Demon Prince of Emochi House Volume 15. Solid. We have one more volume to go. I'm really excited to see how Shoto decides to end it. Takane and Hana Volume 13. Things happen in this series that might turn some people off from here on out, but I'm still thoroughly invested and love the series a whole lot. I do wish this was geared towards adult women and that they had aged up Hana a little bit still, but I still really enjoy this. Then we have Shortcake Cake Volume 7. This volume was really, really sweet and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Still love the series. Then we have Deep Scar Volume 1, which is a huge surprise for me. This is definitely a darker, more psychological shoujo. And I think this is just going to be a dark and gritty one. So if you like dark and gritty manga, give this one a try. Skip Beat Volumes 1 through 3. This was a gift from my friend Bizarre over at Bizarre Individual. He also gifted me the first 4 volumes of Nana. Sadly, I did not get along with Nana, and so I've sent those on to someone who I think will enjoy them. But in this one, where I read it recently, I believe the video is already linked. If not, it's linked now. So check that out if you want all my detailed thoughts on Skip Beat. Next up, we have Hatsuharu Volume 10. I love Hatsuharu so much. It kills me that I don't own Volume 11 right now because it's out and, you know, funds because I'm not working so much. But yes, y'all, this is great. If you love my love story, please try Hatsuharu. I think they're really in the same like vein, and I think y'all will enjoy it. Next up, we have Kami-sama Kiss Volume 12, which was a gift from Lita over at Nerdy Kino Gems. She's got a bunch of different handles. She's linked down below. My Lita, I love her. She's an amazing human, and she was kind enough to send this to me for Christmas, but it came a little late, so that's why it wasn't in the previous haul. But I loved reading this. It was so fun. Then we have Komi Can't Communicate Volume 5. I love Komi so much. I still need to get my hands on Volume 6, but I love it. I love it. I love it. It is a little bit slower right now. I want more to happen between Komi and Tadano, but we are taking a heavy focus on Komi right now, and I'm okay with that. Being a girl with anxiety, Komi and I can hang out anytime. One stack down, one more to go. Next up, we have Volume 2 of Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro. I did end up picking up Volume 2. I am hopeful that the sweeter part of the series is going to start to come out now. And yes, I will tell you my thoughts once I get to reading it. Next up, we have Volumes 2 and 3 of The Golden Sheep, and that does complete the series. I have read them both. I have mixed feelings about the ending. I will be talking about that more in my upcoming wrap-up, so look forward to that. Next up, we have Chi Sweet Home Part 3, and I haven't gotten around to reading more Chi yet, and the next time I see Vertical on sale physically and I see Part 4, I'll pick that up, which is all of Chi Sweet Home. This is just adorable cat shenanigans. There isn't really a big plot or anything to this series. It's just cute cat shenanigans. So if you need a pick-me-up, something like this is great. Next up, we have Volume 5 of Witch Hat Atelier. This volume was absolutely fantastic. Again, I will talk about it more in my upcoming wrap-up. Next, we have Skullface Bookseller Honda-san Volume 3. Again, I have not gotten to this one yet, but I really enjoy the series. I find it very funny, so I'm really excited to continue. Next, we have Volume 13 of Silver Spoon. Again, another one I'm sad I haven't gotten to yet, but this is one that I love this series so much. I am really invested in where the series is going to go. Then we have Volume 3 of Phantom Tales of the Night. This is one that is on the darker side, but I end up really enjoying it. It's a yokai-based story, and it's just really good. Highly recommend. Then we have My Androgynous Boyfriend Volume 1. I absolutely love this. It might be like a year before we get another volume, but I don't even care, because this is just too pure and too cute for words. I love Wako and Megaru. They're a fantastic couple. This is Megaru, by the way. And I fangirl about this quite a bit on my channel, so you can watch any of my manga-based videos recently and you'll probably hear me talk about it. Then we have another one, Night of the Ice. I absolutely adored this. This was fantastic. It's a figure skating manga. It's got a little bit of an age gap where the woman is older, and it's so good. I love this so much. Essentially, he is a giant otaku, and he loves this magical girl anime, and so his friend Chitose, his female friend, recites this magical girl spell from this anime to him so that he can land his quad jumps for figure skating. It's fantastic. I love it so much. Then we have Sweat and Soap Volume 1. I talk about this extensively in one of the other videos that's linked, and also in the Thirsty Thursday live show that we did over on Natalie's channel. I will leave her channel linked down below if you want to tune into the live show where we talk about this in depth. It was so good. I love it so much. Yes. Sweat and Soap. I am ready for Volume 2. Next up, I have the first 2 volumes of Living Room Natsunaga-san in physical print, which makes me really happy. I've reread Volume 1. I need to reread Volume 2. Again, love the series. This is an age gap, boarding house style story. It's really cute. I do wish this was geared towards adult women. Again, with age gaps, it's this weird thing that as an adult woman, it's fine for me to read it, but if a teenage girl thinks some of the things that happen in these manga are okay, that's really not. So I do want to preface that I wish this was a josei instead of a shoujo, but it's still really cute and I really love it. Next, we have Something's Wrong With Us. I talked about this extensively in one of the linked videos, and it's good, guys. I'll talk about it more in my wrap-up as well. Then we have A Man and His Cat, another adorable animal-based manga that I'm in love with. I do wish it was a tad longer. This is coming out from Square Enix, and I believe we're getting the next volume in the summer, so I'm really excited about that. Then we have Beyond the Clouds, Volume 1. I talk about this extensively in my Manga Love Readathon vlogs, but this definitely is like Studio Ghibli meets Final Fantasy. It's about this young boy named Theo. It has steampunk elements and a girl with angel wings who's fallen and broken one of her wings, and he builds her a new one, and there's all sorts of secrets based around that. It's beautiful. I love it. Then we have the next 2 volumes of Beastars. I have read Volume 4. I have not gotten to Volume 5 yet, but this just came out recently. And again, this is like Zootopia in high school, but it definitely has this darker undertone to it than Zootopia was ever capable of having as a Disney film. And I enjoy it. This isn't going to be everybody's cup of tea, but man, I really like it. Then we have Magus of the Library Volume 3. I loved this so much. It was so good. It was a nice long volume. These are dense and text heavy. So if you don't enjoy a text heavy manga, you might not enjoy this. But the book lover in me thrives in this kind of a story. And this was more about Theo taking a test to become a Magus of the Library. It's fantastic. I love it so much. Like, check out the series if you haven't. All right, we've got just a couple more volumes and let's get into them. So first up we have The Rose of Versailles Volume 1 in this beautiful udon hardback. And I do a whole reaction vlog talking about this. So that will be linked either in the cards down below or in the end cards. But yes, my thoughts on Rose of Versailles are extensive. I cannot wait for Volume 2. Originally it was going to be out in May, but I'm afraid it's going to be pushed back now because of everything going on. But do know that it's fantastic and I love it. Next up, we have Card Captor Sakura, the Collector's Edition Volume 3. Again, these are beautiful hardbacks out from Kodansha, and so well done. I'm really enjoying the series. I'm reading it through for the first time as these release. So yeah, it's a wild ride. It's fun. I'm enjoying it. And then last but not least for this haul is the Sailor Moon Eternal Edition Volume 7. I have mixed feelings about the series. I'll leave my reaction vlog linked as I typically do. But yeah, it's really well done. I really like these editions with their beautiful French flaps. And yes, so once all of the Eternal editions are out, I do plan on rereading Sailor Moon again after I've had some distance to deal with some of the things in it. So yes, I really will have more thoughts soon. But yes, guys, that is my manga haul. I hope you enjoyed it. And again, thank you to Viz for all of the kindness that you show me. And tell me what you picked up in the last quarter, which means January to March, for those who aren't familiar with quarters. I'm really excited to hear what you guys picked up and what you've been loving. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. I know there's a lot of new people. Things have been growing a lot recently, and I'm grateful to each and every one of you. But if you are new and haven't subscribed, I would love it if you would subscribe and click the little bell so you know when I post new videos. And also leave a like and a comment because this is YouTube and y'all know what to do. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.